Hello viewers, you're welcome to LuswataDotcom, where you can learn mathematics with me as your teacher. And our topic today is some useful topics in algebra, subtopics, surds. So the surds. As you have seen, some useful topics in algebra, surds is one of them, whereby we have expressions which are not obviously similar, like for example 1 over root 2 minus 1 equivalent to root 2 plus 1. These surds appear in several topics, as we shall see, but you can learn how to maneuver about this and see the equivalence of these two statements. Now surds, an expression like 2, this one is approximately 1.4142 and so on. This expression cannot be expressed as a fraction. 1.4142 cannot be expressed as a fraction. And this one is therefore called irrational. Therefore, root 2 is an irrational number. So it is an irrational number. So we prefer to live with them with those roots. Therefore, we prefer to leave them with their root signs. Now, we can take the first example. They can say, simplify. The square root of 32. The square root of 32. The solution. The square root of 32. We have to recall what we studied in earlier levels, that 32 can be expressed as a factor, a product of factors, 2, this is 8, that is 4, that is 2. So here we shall be having the square root of 32 as equal to the square root of 2 power 5. And this one will be the square root of 2 power 4 times 2 power 1, like that. Now this power 2 power 4 is an even number. So this one will be 2 power 4 times the square root of 2. And here we shall be getting 2 power 2 times the square root of 2. And this one will be 4 times the square root of 2. And therefore this one gives us 4 root 2. We take out the even powers and we divide it by 2. Those expressions which have even powers, and we divide it by 2. And this one will be the answer to that. So it implies that the square root of 32, this one will equal to 4 root 2. That should be the answer. They can say square 3 root 2. 3 root 2. The solution to this, the solution to that should be 3 root 2, that one squared. This one should be 3 root 2 times 3 root 2, and this one will be 3 times the square root of 2 times 3 times the square root of 2. And this one becomes 3 times 3 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 2. And this one becomes 9 into the square root of 2 times 2. And this is 9 into the square root of 4. And this is 9 times 2. And this one gives us 18. Implying that 3 root 2 squared, this one will equal to 18. That's what we have. The square root of 50 plus the square root of 2 minus 2 into the square root of 18. Then plus the square root of 8. Now what we have here, it should be the solution 50 plus root 2 minus 2 root 18 plus root 8. So what we have here, we have this one is 25 times 2 plus the square root of 2 minus 2 into the square root of 9 times 2 plus the square root of 4 times 2. So this one will be the square root of 25 times the square root of 2 plus the square root of 2 minus 2 times the square root of 9 times the square root of 2 plus the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. And what we have here is 5 times the square root of 2 plus root 2 minus 2 times 3 plus this times the square root of 2 plus 2 times the square root of 2. And what we have here is 5 root 2 plus root 2 minus 6 root 2 plus 2 root 2. This one gives us 6 root 2 minus 6 root 2 plus 2 root 2. And what we have here is 2 root 2. That is the answer to that. So this is the simplified expression. Rationalize the denominators. One over root 2, 1 over 3 root 2, C, 1 over root 2 minus 1, D, 1 over root 5 plus 2. Solution. Part A. We have 1 over root 2. The denominator is irrational. They are telling us to make it a number that is irrational, that can be expressed as a fraction. So what we do, we multiply numerator and denominator by the square root of 2. This one can cancel, it is the same as 1, so we have not changed anything. This is 1 over 3 root 2. This one is 1 over 3 root 2 times 3 root 2 over 3 root 2. This one becomes 3 root 2 over 3 times root 2 times the 3 times root 2. This is 3 root 2 over 3 times 3 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 2. And this is 3 root 2 over 9 times the square root of 2 times 2. This is 3 root 2 over 9 times the square root of 4. And this is 3 root 2 over 9 times 2. Cancel by 3. This one is 3. And what I get is root 2 divided by 6. That is the answer to that. C. 1 over root 2 minus 1. This one is 1 over root 2 minus 1 times root 2 plus 1 over root 2 plus 1. I recall the difference of two squares because there is a sign minus, this one should be a plus. And what we have, this is root 2 plus 1 over, this one is root 2 minus 1 into root 2 plus 1. And this one gives us root 2 plus 1 over the square of this minus the square of that. And we have root 2 plus 1 over 2 minus 1. And the answer here will be root 2 plus 1. So the denominator is 1. It is no longer irrational. It is now a rational number. Then D, we have 1 over root 5 plus 2. This one will equal to 1 over root 5 plus 2 times root 5 minus 2 over root 5 minus 2. I have to create a situation whereby I end up with a difference of two squares. And this one will be root 5 minus 2 over root 5 squared minus 2 squared. And what I have is root 5 minus 2 over 5 minus 4. And what we get is root 5 minus 2. That is the answer. So the denominator is now 1. It is no longer irrational. So that is the answer. And in summary, this is what we have to learn about surds. That's how we manipulate the surds. And please like and subscribe.